Hi everyone, so I thought I would do this video up on the back of just thinking about my own playing when I was learning guitar and some things that I still use when trying to work out chords to songs. It's a really simple method. Now, one thing I would say, what this does, you do need to have some knowledge of the notes on the E string. So I'll quickly run through them. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and then it would start all over again if you go on up. That would be F and G and on up through it. So why did I do this video? Right, well, I did this video because a lot of the times when you're starting guitar, people jump straight in and do their chords first, and they're trying to work out all their chords and get moving between them. Another way of doing it is another thing, an important point is guitar tabs. People automatically jump on ultimate guitar. I mean, I do it myself sometimes, but I always double check them afterwards to find the chord in the song, and sometimes the chords in the song, sometimes the chords aren't right. So it's good to train your musical ear and work them out yourself if you can. Now I'm basing this on major and minor chords, so we're going to take a really easy song like Ed Sheeran Perfect. Right now, you probably can find the chords for it, but saying you couldn't, how would you work out what the chords are in the song? Well, what we would do is we put the song on and we just work our way along the E string and get a note that matches. Now, without putting the song on, say you had a G, so I'm going to play a G chord. Now, the bass note is in every chord you're playing in open chord, so we would kind of work away and get that one, right? And you think, okay, well, if it sounds happy, it must be G major. If it sounds sad, it would be G minor. But obviously, Perfect is a happy sounding song, right? So there's your first note. Think about it, right? If it sounds happy, I'll try G major. That'll probably work, right? Next one, you hear this chord. And you think, okay, well, that's definitely not happy. That's quite sad sounding. So then what we're looking for is a note that's going to match that. Now, it just so happens that it is the open E string. So a happy chord would be E major. Remember, we're only thinking about majors and minors at this stage. So think, oh, right, okay, well, it is quite sad sounding. So that now gives us G and E. Then you hear the next chord in it. Think, well, that's definitely not minor. So we've got to try and work that out. Now, although it has its root note here, we're only talking about one string. You've got all the notes you need on one string. So you've got C. You're thinking, well, it's not minor because it would be that. A big contrast there. So there's C. So then we would go, right, okay. Then, okay, that sounds the same note that would match that chord. All right, see here. So now we've got, going back over, G, E minor, C, and one more chord. Now we're talking about the verse. So you can hear that it's went sort of from a low sort of sound and it's climbing up. I'm thinking, okay, well, there's D's. This is the fourth chord I'm hearing. Okay, I've got to find this along here. So it already sounds quite high, so you know you're not going to be down this end, you're going to be up here somewhere. So, but we'll go through them anyway. E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Okay, now I am hammering that on, so we're getting a slight off sound there, but think, right, okay, you can check it if you know the D string. If you don't, you just try and work our way along here. Now we've got the four notes that we need. So G, E minor, remember the 8th fret, C, and that D was on the 10th fret. Now if you can't play the chords, you can still play the song. We're still following the music. So you're kind of, as I would say, killing two birds with one stone. You're working out, you're learning the names of the notes along the thickest string, the E string. You're checking your musical ear between major and minor. And you're also getting the notes of the song down for the verse. Just do exactly the same thing for the rest of it. If you hear any other changes, do the same thing And as long as you know the E string notes, if you haven't watched my other video, there's a short on it, and there's also, I think, slightly longer video on my channel. You can watch that. And I call these the main notes. So forget about the sharps and flats. If you're only starting out, completely forget about those. Just think of the easier ones to remember. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and what's called the octave on the 12th fret is E. If we did go on up, we'd have F, G. It's just like starting it from the start down here all over again. The guitar is divided up from the open strings to here, and then from here on it just repeats until you run out of frets. So the priority to think about is up from the open to the 12th fret. I still use that in my lessons now. If somebody comes in and says, because a lot of time in lessons people come in and maybe even with some sort of rap thing or something, and I'm thinking, right, we're going to have to try and play some sort of thing here that's going to fit. I sit and work that out. Sometimes on YouTube, another thing that can happen is if you're listening to older music, it can be slightly flat when it's been uploaded. You might have noticed this, which means then the tab or the sheet, the chord sheet or whatever says G, and you're hearing slightly lower, right? So great thing to keep working on. And then the next step would be learning the A string and doing it that way. Now watch out for my next video that's coming about how you can play along to any song at all with just one shape. And we can move that around and you can still have fun playing it without knowing loads and loads of chords. It's following this here, so watch out for that one. But I hope you find that useful, and see you in the next video. Yeah, bye. Oh yes, don't forget to subscribe. Forgot to say, don't forget to subscribe, so you don't miss any notifications of any videos that come. Uploading videos every week, sometimes twice a week. Okay, see you soon. Bye.